Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're doing something a little different, a little more fun. We're sort of gossiping about someone's incredibly detailed winter plans.
We are. It's this whole agenda for winter in and around Cairo, and it's given us so much to talk about.
It really has. I mean, we're going to walk you through exactly how they plan to spend their winter, so maybe you can pick up some ideas too.
And what's so fascinating is this contrast. It's a real battle between loving the vibrant, almost magical side of the city in winter
Uh-huh.
and this really deep need for quiet moments, for just peace. Our mission is to figure out that balance.
I love it. So where should we start? I feel like we have to start with the plans that involve, actually leaving the house.
Right, braving the cold. And it seems like when they do, they're drawn to one thing in particular.
Water.
Exactly, the river and the sea.
Okay, so the Nile. They were so specific about this. It wasn't just, let's go for a walk. It was much more intentional.
It was.
They basically said, I'm really drawn to taking a winter walk along the Nile. It has to be slow. It has to be quiet. The whole point is just to feel that cold breeze and hear the water.
It's like a deliberate search for stillness, right in the middle of this massive city.
Totally. But then they have an upgrade planned.
Ah, yes, the upgrade. Because it's not just about daytime quiet. They want the evening drama, too.
So what's the plan?
Well, they mentioned that I've been meaning to try taking a Nile tour at night.
Oh, that's a completely different experience.
Completely. It's all about seeing the city lights, the bridges, everything reflected on the water. They said it's a view they just never get tired of.
That makes so much sense. The winter air is clearer, less hazy. Everything just looks sharper almost. Cinematic.
It does, but that's still inside the city. For a real escape, a real reset, they have a bigger trip in mind.
This is the one that really got me. The commitment level is high.
Very high. The plan is a coastal escape, and they framed it as, I've always wanted to take a one-day trip to Alexandria.
In winter. For just one day. That's a lot of driving to get there and back.
It is. So whatever they're looking for there has to be really, really important.
So it's not about seeing the sights, is it?
Not at all. This is what's so interesting. The whole point is just to sit by the sea and let the winter wind, and I'm quoting here, wake them up.
Wow. So it's like a sensory shock to the system.
Exactly. A short, sharp dose of that cold, salty Mediterranean air. Just enough to feel completely reset before heading back to the city.
Okay, I get it now. After that kind of bracing wind, the only logical next step is to retreat into, maximum coziness.
100%. We're shifting from the cold outdoors to total indoor bliss.
And their plan for this is, again, so specific and so perfect.
They're very clear about what they want. They said, I'm quite keen on having a cozy winter evening this weekend.
Which means?
Staying home, wrapped in the thickest blanket you can find, watching a brand new movie.
And of course, there has to be a specific snack involved.
Oh, the beverage is critical. And they're even branching out a bit this year. They said, I'm open to trying hot chocolate with marshmallows.
I love that. It's not just about being warm. It's about pure comfort. The sweetness, the marshmallows.
Yeah.
It's just stacking all the good things together.
It is. And it's not just the drink. It's the whole soundscape.
Yeah, atmosphere.
Yeah. They were saying, I'm tempted to try making a winter playlist. And then they added, that sounds right up my alley.
What kind of music?
Soft jazz or, acoustic songs. Something to create that contrast. Warm, soft sounds inside while it's cold and maybe rainy outside.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that desire for calm kind of dictates their whole social schedule, doesn't it?
It really does. They were clear that it's not really my thing to go out every single night. They'd much rather stay home and, bake winter cakes or cookies.
It feels like a key part of the whole winter vibe. Decompression.
It is, but there is one thing that will always get them to brave the cold.
Ah, the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Food.
Very specific winter street food.
Yes. Okay, this is where it gets really good. We're talking roasted sweet potatoes, right? Or grilled corn from a street vendor.
Yep. And they swear it all tastes 10 times better when it's freezing outside.
I mean, they're not wrong. It's the contrast. Holding that hot, smoky food in your cold hands.
It's everything. But the number one, the absolute must-have, is salab with nuts. For them, stopping for that really appeals to me.
For anyone who doesn't know, salab is it's incredible. It's this thick, creamy, warm, milky drink. It's like dessert in a warm hug in a cup.
Exactly, topped with pistachios and nuts. And the perfect place to have it is, apparently, while wandering around downtown Cairo.
Oh, for sure. The old buildings there just look different in the winter. More beautiful.
Dramatic. They plan on taking photos because the winter light makes everything look so cinematic, so even the trips outside are curated for a very specific visual and sensory reward.
Okay, so let's talk about the holidays,
Wow.
the festive spirit, because they approach this with the same thoughtful boundaries.
Right. They want to get into the spirit, but without the stress. They said, I'm seriously considering buying or making presents this year, but doing it early.
Smart. To avoid the last-minute rush.
Precisely. It's all about controlling the chaos. But when it comes to decorating their own space, they have a limit.
Let me guess. No sensory overload.
You got it. The idea of covering every corner with lights, they just said, it's just not for me. Festive, yes. Overwhelming, no.
And what about festive outings?
They're very selective. A concert, for instance, really appeals to me, is what they said. They feel like music just, it hits differently in the cold weather.
I totally get that. There's an energy to coming in from the cold into a live music venue.
For sure. And then there's the one, let's call it the high-risk, high-reward activity.
The ambitious one.
Yes. They said, I've been meaning to try going ice skating.
Ah, I love it.
And they're totally realistic about it. They know they'll probably fall a lot, but it's about trying something new and fun.
Okay, this is the perfect time to pivot. We've talked about all the yeses. Now we need to talk about the things that just absolutely kill the winter vibe for them.
The hard pass list.
Yeah.
And this is where we really understand what they're trying to protect.
The first one is a big one. It's about a specific place.
Malls. Packed malls on a freezing cold evening.
And their reaction was just perfect. That's a hard pass for me. No hesitation.
None. And they followed it up with, I don't see the appeal. I mean, the crowds, the noise, the weirdly hot air, it's the opposite of everything they want.
It's the anti-cozy.
The anti-cozy. And that extends to mornings, too. They think winter mornings are for sleeping in.
So no early morning errands.
Nope. When it comes to waking up early for shopping, they said, I could do without it, and then I'm not particularly keen on running errands that early either.
Those hours are for the thick blanket and the soft jazz playlist. I get it. This whole anti-crowd thing is a really strong theme.
It's huge, even just for walking around. They want that quiet walk along the Nile, not a crowded street.
Right, they said what?
They said, I have zero interest in taking long walks in crowded places. And then just a simple, I'd rather not, followed by, I'm not a fan of crowds. It's very clear.
It is. And that leads to the final, ultimate deal breaker. The big social event they will absolutely not do.
Yes. A massive, crowded, indoor party.
It's just completely off the table, isn't it?
Completely. It's the ultimate loss of control, the opposite of the quiet focus they're trying to build. Their take on it, that doesn't appeal to me at all.
So there you have it. The whole strategy is about curating comfort and just managing exposure to noise.
It is. And you know, when you look at the big picture, it paints this beautiful scene of winter in Egypt. The foggy mornings, the way the lights on the Corniche glow.
For those who might not know, the Corniche is that big, beautiful walkway along the Nile. It's like the city's main public living room.
And it just has a different energy in the winter. And you have that smell of roasted sweet potatoes everywhere.
Which brings us back to that contradiction we started with, right? They're trying so hard to find quiet, but they also say the city feels calmer and more alive at the same time. They're drawn to the energy, but only on their own terms.
They are. They mention other little things, too, like picking up snacks from small cafes or watching fireworks over the river if they get lucky. It's about those small moments.
It is. But here's the thought I think we should leave you with. This person puts so much effort into escaping chaos. The malls, the parties, the crowds. Yet they keep getting pulled back to the most vibrant, chaotic parts of Cairo, like downtown and the Corniche.
Right.
So what's really going on? Are they actually finding quiet? Or are they just finding a way to dip a toe into the city's incredible energy long enough to appreciate its beauty before running back to the safety of that thick blanket?
It makes you wonder, maybe the only way to truly enjoy the chaos is knowing you have a safe, hot, chocolate-fueled escape plan. So think about it for yourself. What are your hard passes this winter? And what's the one thing, maybe like that ice skating attempt, that you're finally going to say yes to?
Until next time, stay curious and keep diving deep.